Good morning. I got a haircut and I remembered my SD card today. So today we're going for a run in Vigeland Park in Oslo, also known as Vigeland Park In, the big sculpture park that attracts 1 million tourists a year, and will be arriving soon. I'm just running along the tennis court here that are part of Vigeland Park. I thought I would run around the park, make some stops, show some of the sculptures, and get in a workout. Here's the place where the tourist buses stops, and you can arrive with the tram, and the stop is called Vigeland Park In. You can also take the metro to Majorstuen and then walk 5 minutes from there. So let's get in there. Yeah, this is the entrance. As you see, big gates, big iron gates, and this is in the background. You see the monolith, and this whole thing was constructed and ideated. Was the idea of Gustav Vigeland. Actually took him 40 years to complete. He started thinking about making the one part of the fontaine, as we'll see later. He started drawing that in 1901, and the park was fully open in 1940s. He was dead before that. That was his life work. Let's go for a run. I think I have to find out what's the best way to run around to get a workout in and show you guys everything. See here. I've been running for many years in this park when I lived near here. Actually, I could be running in the park, walking through the park, running the park, or then go for a walk. Sometimes I was here for 3 times a day. Fun fact, there's one of the old phones still in operations. I think it's kept for nostalgic purposes, and then it also acts as a place where you can exchange books. Just take a book and read, and if you have a book you don't need anymore, you just put it in there. And so coming in here, you get to the bridge. The sculpture bridge, so that's the first major part. Let's go. I don't know if YouTube will censor all the nakedness of the sculptures. Don't do that, YouTube algorithms. This is art. But I'll just go and show you the one everyone knows. These are bronze casts, obviously. Human figures in various poses. Here's Angry Baby. This Happy Baby. Sometimes have Angry Baby as well. Okay. I love to be here when it's rainy, or it's a little rainy or cloudy today. The rain has stopped for right now, but okay. Let me just and then we get met by a big rose garden, which usually, not now, but sometimes it really smells nice. And in the back here, I really wanted to get in a run, but now I'm just going. There's the whole park have a wide connection of paths, as you see, and if you run in the like in the back here, you don't. You really only get in contact with tourist groups when you are here. So it's an amazing park to run in. I'm a little sad I'm not living close to this anymore. Maybe next. But I don't think we'll be able to buy something in the near vicinity. So okay, so this fontaine here was actually his first, Gustav Vigeland's first idea. He drew this in 1901. Let's get closer. And it's massive. It was supposed first to be in front of the Parliament. And then there was a thought to put it somewhere else. I don't know if you see the details here of the flags, but these are all around. And then the fontaine, and then the bronze sculptures. But then they figured later on that Gustav Vigeland, he has an atelier. Back then this was outside Oslo. There was nothing. But he has his atelier, working atelier, is it? And he had the idea, maybe everything should be put just beside his workspace. Very practical. And it was approved. And I think they started construction in 19... 1913. Something like that. Look. I wanted to be here earlier in the morning so I could be 100% alone. But I didn't beat the tour bus posse. It's okay. Look at the flowers here in the middle section. And this obviously leads up to the monolith. Let's run. I think I need to do a proper run after we get to another peaceful and flowery section. Now, yeah, we're here. Yeah, later Gustav Vigeland, he thought of this monolith idea, the sculpture of human bodies ascending the sky. And then he went from the fontaine that was supposed to be a one-piece thing in front of the parliament to, I guess, got inspired to add to his vision, and then the monolith, which are human forms ascending the sky. And he was so sure about his idea that he ordered the granite to construct this on his own expense, and then it was shipped here. It took some years, and it was being carved by professionals from 1929 to 1943, something. Almost 20 years, 3 people were carving this, which is crazy to think about. I don't know if you see so well, but if you're interested, just look in the description. So this is the monolith. It took 3 years to carve. No, almost 20 years to carve by 3 craftsmen. And here you see some of the figures that are surrounding the monolith. It's actually quite amazing. And then the view down. Later, some others, after his death, and in the 1990s and 80s, and more sculptures of his were added. He have not carved these himself. He has made full-size copies, models himself, and then, different professionals carved it out. Here, another one of these gates. These are part of the art. This is from the front, and then these are women seen from the back. And this part here is then the furthest to the west, you see in the background, it's a live wheel. So this is west. And in the 2020, when everyone needed to be outside, couldn't be inside because of the people that were usually practicing inside, like musician corpses and groups similar to that, they were standing here practicing in the park, doing their exercises they usually would do inside. So sometimes you walk past here and then a full musical group were practicing their music. Okay, I've been running many times in this park. So this is the wheel of life here in the background. Let's run to that. Again, that was added, I think, a little later. Gustav, he didn't want other artists to finish. I've read there should be over 200, around 213 sculptures, and then also saw a number saying 600. So, but let's go see the Wheel of Life. These are people forming a circle. And his workspace, I think, was over here in the back. That's a museum where you can see, I guess, more of his process. I've never been in there, so it might be worth the trip. I've been so much in this park. I've been doing burpees. I have a burpee corner over there in the back. I miss this park. I miss being close to it. So when I worked close by at one point for many years actually, so I would walk, when going to work, I would maybe walk through the park to work and back, and then I would go home, put on my running gear, go for a run, and then in the evening I would go for a walk. I almost got a sense of being home here. And actually, there will be another way to get very easily to the park in the future, because they're building a new metro line. It'll take a lot of years to finish. Take a little run. And this metro line is, there's a stop being, actually I'm not sure if this will be a metro stop. No. I think this will be, let's see, there's 6 new stations. See, he can run because he's not vlogging. So this is the closest metro line to the park now, Majorstuen, major living room. So you can just walk from here, and then 5, 6, 7 minutes. You know, it's just a leisurely stroll. Very easy to find from here. So if you take the metro, this is your stop. And as you see, here are you standing. Yeah, no, they're not building a new metro stop here on the new line. That will also be too close. But so go with the tram, go to Vigeland Park In stop, or go with the metro to Majorstuen. Sorry, I'm pointing the camera there. Crazily the wrong way. That is the two, and then I guess there's the tour buses, the red buses that goes around the city center. would go out here. But you know, the tourist buses, you jump on and off on buses. I always avoid those though. Oslo is, you can see everything in Oslo in one day. So the effective travelers, they can just, yeah, they don't need to spend a lot of days here. Maybe 2 days, just not to stress. So I will run to, so just show you the major parts of the park. Actually, it is called the Vigeland Park. That is the real name, but you know it maybe as Vigeland Park In. And the Vigeland Park In were introduced just to make it simple for tourists, to like reference it in the marketing material. So that's why I guess in a way it has 2 names, but the Vigeland Park is the name of the park, and then this structure is called the Vigeland structure. Or, it's a thing that is contained with this Vigeland Park, but it's not. So maybe you sometimes hear it as Vigeland Park, and it's the same place. Look, that's a circus. Look, that's a clown. Maybe I can get a job there. That's clown. Now I will take a run, and I will run down to something that will add it to the park later on. Okay, I came to the sculpture, and the fontaine is there in the back. And then these flowers. They always seem very creative with adding colors to these. I lost a pair of Ray-Bans last year, I think here when I was sleeping on the grass, and then somehow I dropped it. I forgot it, and I went back. I saw it. I mean, I noticed I missed the sunglasses, and I retraced every step. There were nowhere to be found. Nowhere. It was such a good pair of Ray-Bans. So now sunglasses less. Yeah, this is the called slekten in Norwegian, and the not direct translation, I guess, is family. This is actually his second biggest work. Actually, I read that, but I mean, not in size, but in scope. But I would say the monolith, and after the fontaine, this was the second biggest piece of work. But I mean, in terms of the magnitude of the sculpturing, but I don't understand why that is. But look at, I really enjoyed this piece. Family, home. Family is home. I guess I need to take the thumbnail. I'll try to do that. I forgot to show a little spot on the. Oh, I just ran into some bushes with a lot of water. Oh, it smells really nice of roses here. On the back side, the life wheel is just up here, and then there's a small area here on the back side with some benches, and that's the front side with the tourist buses, but on the back side here you see the long line of tourist buses. So if you come in these organized buses, you'll probably be arriving from the back of the park. There's like 8 buses standing in line there. Nice to see people enjoy this park. It is a peaceful place, nice place to go. And there's nothing, the area doesn't have any hotels. I mean, it's a normal neighborhood and city area. Even though there's 1 million tourists coming here a year, this area doesn't have more touristy things. You know, it's coming here with buses or self-transportation with tram or metro and walking to here and then leave. Oh, this is my burpee spot. Right. Oh, right here. That's a man I just surprised in his peeing. I'm sorry. It was not the plan. Why did I walk in this grass? It's super wet. Normally they cut the grass here. And the years I was using it. And then I just went here to do burpees, and there was 2 big marks in the ground from my oh god, which don't walk in wet grass like this. Don't vlogging and thinking does not combine. I'm on the other side of the life wheel, and I'll be running a few laps here. As I recall, a big lap is a little under 5 kilometers. Which is 10,000 miles for the Americans. For the rest of the world, a little under 5 kilometers. Okay, there's one statue I want to show. I don't know exactly where it is, but it has a little backstory as well. Okay, I was just reminded. One year, David Goggins were having a challenge that you had to, a 24-hour challenge for everyone that wanted to participate. There's also like a bench area, statue down here. There's many spots like this with good benches. I also want to show you, there's a rose garden. And you had to, how was it? You had to do an activity, running for 1 hour and then rest for 3, and then run again, rest for 3, run again, rest for 3. So you actually were continuing doing the night as well. And I participated in that challenge, and I used this park to run, so I didn't do anything else. I was so tired, quite fast actually. Went to the park, run, go home, sleep, wake up, go for a run. And I think it was only that year he had the challenge. I guess it's 2020, 2021. Seems so long time ago. But it's not really. The rose garden is this way. I'll show. we're here now. See, sculptures are here, and we're going up here to the right, where I'll show you a cozy little rose garden with benches where you can sit and contemplate. Oh, that's this statue. This is the statue I wanted to show. It's called Gustav Vigeland. This statue is called the Surprise. She is smiling, but also seems like she might be a little surprised by the rain. He started sculpture this in 1901, and then it was finished with one subject matter, a person, and then another one stepped in 1943 for have it to be finished. I guess not by Gustav, but by someone else. That woman was called Ruth Mayer in 1943, and shortly after she was of Jewish origin, and in 1943 she was sent to Auschwitz and didn't make it there. So yeah. We'll be crossing this bridge. Oh. Typically, you have these locks. These locks are from 2024. This is from 2019. I guess they allow them to stay here. I think on other bridges, what is it in Park? They have to cut off the locks, otherwise you can damage the bridge. The combined weight of all the locks is in many tons. So okay, here is the rose garden. Wow. I have wet feet now. The benches. Why am I walking into all sorts of muddy troubles? I don't think I'm supposed to cross there. The rose garden, where I can go and get oh, there's 2 kronas. I need to bring that. Money is money. But look at this. I've been sitting here a lot. Many years ago, although now, but sometimes practicing language. Sometimes, see, you can get. There's a system so you can actually get your plaque on all the benches in Vigeland Park. All the red benches you see, you can. I think it's a yearly subscription, but you can get a plaque on the bench with a message, person name, in honor of someone. Cannot see. I don't know how you reserve it, but I guess it must be someplace online. Rakhil and Christian, they are under the bush. Yeah. I don't know how many benches there are, but there's a lot in the whole park, and as you see, everyone have this is 2013. I don't know how long, if you need to review it every year. G&T forever. Okay, I had a few rounds. Around the park, and it started to rain for reals. As well, I'm sweating a little bit. I'm just running slow. I thought I would run through from the life wheel all the way back to the entrance in one go. Here you see life wheel. Look at all the tourists. We're running zigzag through the umbrellas. It's nice to see. Come with all your strong euros. We need them in Norway. We need your euros. Thank you. The Norwegian krona is worth nothing now. So we need the euro. The ambition was to run, but let's just not get in the way of all the good tourists. This is the umbrella parade. I'll just go around here. I was a little unlucky going into concentrated group. I would say whatever the weather is, the park is really enjoyable. Not only this this line of sculptures, monolith, bridge, life wheel, and the in-betweens, as well as the gates. But the whole park is nice. Many spots to sit. And the monolith in 1943, 44, there was a big, building scaffolding around, and at that time, 2 times it was possible to go up in the scaffolding and see the statue from the top. That must be an exclusive small group of people that can say they've tried that. Okay, well, I have to be careful not to slip and fall. To be honest, I have dislocated my shoulders 5 times in the last year. 5 times. Okay, I think we 10x the number of tourists since I arrived. Okay. And now we arrived to the fountain. The original idea in 1901. Actually, it was sponsored by the Alcohol Association. They wanted to support this idea, but the whole thing is 40 years of work. kind of amazing, to be honest. Now I'm here, get to the bridge. Go, go, go. Through the rose field. This is not aromatic. I don't really smell anything here. Different types of roses. Okay. Careful not to catch an umbrella. We finish soon the trip to Vigeland Park In, also known as Vigeland Park In. Angry baby. The green areas in between, not here, but here and in the back, when the sun is out and weather permits, people are sitting there barbecuing. Okay, entrance. And finished. I don't see the sculpture of Gustav Vigeland himself. And here there's a big playground in the back as well. So the whole park consists of not only the Vigeland's construction, but also a tennis park, and look at the buses. 1 million people, 1 million tourists who visit a year, and I think it's these 3 months the most of them are coming. Okay. All right, I'll be heading home. I hope you enjoyed the run in Vigeland Park In, or Vigeland Park In, the park with 2 names. It is one of the spots I've spent the most time, either running, walking, in all sorts of weather. When it's foggy, the statues looks amazing, as well as now in the rain. So yeah, great park, best park in Oslo and Norway probably. I will be going to the metro, going home, and see you later. To show the metro you would be arriving on if you come with the metro. It's only 2 stops from the central stations. The Majorstuen metro stop. Okay.